Come gather around people wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept that soon you'll be drenched to the bone.
If your time to you is worth saving, then you'd better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are a-changing.
While the line is drawn, the curse is cast. The slowest now will later be fast, as the present now will soon be the past.
The order is rapidly fading, and the first one all will later be lost, for the times they are a-changing. For the times they are a-changing.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road.
And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. So I'm gonna make this place your home.
Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear.
Trouble it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned.
Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions.
Feel the rain on your skin, no one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with thumbs wide open.
Graduates, please remain standing, and audience, please rise for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you all so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Isabel Gill, and I am the student body president. I will now lead you all in the Pledge of Allegiance. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce our Executive Director and Principal, Dr. McGee.
Welcome, everyone. As Executive Director and Principal of Palisades Charter High School, I'm overjoyed to be able to welcome you here in person today for the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. After more than a year away from our beautiful campus, I'm truly grateful that we're able to gather here today to celebrate this remarkable class. To all of our parents, guardians, friends, family members, we are again honored to share in your pride today. You and your graduate have experienced unprecedented challenges during this past year of quarantine and e-learning, and Pali High is thankful for your collaboration, your generous support, and your perseverance, not just this past year, but over the past 4 years to reach this milestone in your graduate's life. I want to acknowledge our dedicated faculty and staff, and they're scattered all over the place tonight, so if you're out there and can give a wave or stand up, we want to thank them for providing their academic expertise, yes, stability, compassion, again, at all times, but especially during this past challenging year. They rapidly adapted to new online teaching environments while navigating many uncertainties and new challenges, but were always there to ensure that our students were safe and that they were still learning even though we were in this very different environment. So thank you to our Pali teachers and staff for preparing our seniors for their future endeavors, both during this historic moment and again, over the past 4 years. I want to say a special congratulations to the 10 Pali faculty and staff members who are celebrating with their graduates today. And I think it means so much that we have people who believe in this school to the point that not only do they work here, but they trust this school with their children. And that's something that I'm always grateful for as well. So I want to give a few special shout outs and thanks. First off to Michael Turnblom for our beautiful graduation medley that you heard when we came in. Incredible. To the Pali Operations Department for this beautiful arrangement and everything running so smoothly today. Yes. To Malia Jacobs, to Nancy Fracchiola, to Jeff Ropel, and the team of staff of students who are making the live stream possible. People are not only watching this in our stadium today, but across LA and I think in other countries as well. So it's really remarkable that we're able to do this. Yeah. A special shout out to our senior class sponsor, John Roshaber, the senior class caucus, and the hardworking parent committee, who as soon as they heard that we were able to begin doing things in person, even though we had some restrictions to follow, they immediately jumped into action and said, we're gonna make things happen for this amazing class, because last year we weren't able to do these things. So we're so thankful for all of them and the work that they've done to make this possible. And then last but not least, a shout out to our Board of Trustees who guide our school to provide the best educational opportunities for our Pali students. And they are over here, many of them here to my left. So a big round of applause for all of these amazing people. And last, but certainly not least, to our guests of honor, the incredible class of 2021, I want to commend you for the remarkable resilience and adaptability that you have demonstrated. You've been tested and molded under unprecedented pandemic circumstances and a period of social change. And you have shown that you are strong, you are brave, and you are caring and kind. In spite of the physical restrictions of the past year, you have courageously shown up for each other in whatever way you could, be that virtually, intellectually, and physically when it was possible. You've stayed engaged with your school community and worked to make things better. You have advocated for compassionate policies and programs to support all students, equity and social justice. You're advocates for human rights, for climate concerns and clean energy and mental health support. All things that have made Pali better for you, but also for generations of Pali students to come. You're all leaders and role models, no matter how quiet or invisible you may think you are. We see you. Your teachers see you. Your counselors see you. Everyone here sees who you are and what you do. And again, you have positively impacted your school and your communities. So we look forward to watching and cheering on your progress as you make your marks on the world. We'll be here to support you and make sure that you land where you should. So now, let's get our ceremony underway. And it's my great pleasure to introduce our own senior class president, the incredible Michael Brandt IV.
Hello, teachers, staff members, administrators, friends, and families watching all over the world and in attendance today, and of course, my fellow graduates in the class of 2021. Today is the day. Welcome to Palisades Charter High School's graduation ceremony of 2021. Before I start my speech today, I wanted to first give a huge thank you to our senior class advisor, Mr. Roshaber, our senior administrator, Dr. Lee, the ASB Leadership Advisor, Mr. King, along with the rest of ASB leadership and our ASB Senior Caucus. I also wanted to thank my mother for her love and sacrifices. My name is Michael Brent IV, and I'm the Senior Class President of the Class of 2021. Today, I could not imagine just talking about Pali High card cookies, TikTok, and Zoom calls. I know my class is more than that, and they expect more. These past few years, we have seen the world through different waves of less than ideal situations. A world that can seem less than forgiving, insanely polarizing, and filled with egregious new realities. We've gone through many struggles. Some we don't talk about, and some only few know about. Yet through those troubles, we have a class full of students that rode the bus at 4 or 5 in the morning to get to this campus, and also took public transportation to get to this campus too. Along with that, we had students struggling with their own mental health and still working hard to achieve things that maybe their parents were never able to. Fighting for change, protesting for justice, taking stances and fighting back, saying Black Lives Matter and climate change is real. Stop Asian hate and end anti-Semitism, and the list goes on. This pressure only made us stronger. We may have been forced to keep calm and carry on the best we could, even before our lives have truly started. Many of us are still finding out who we are as individuals, and that is perfectly fine. Because just by looking at Facebook, most adults still are too. It's still funny the second time, I'm sorry. In other words, change is always happening. And this past year has shown that we have the strength to embrace it. So what's next? A new chapter for all of us to fill in our beautiful stories and memories. Change is the law of life, and those who only look to the past or present are certain to miss the future. This quote is by John F. Kennedy and is, of course, one of my favorite quotes. It's a reminder that constantly we are in action and that we get caught up in what happened and what is happening. That we oftentimes are missing out on new opportunities. And if you need any proof of this, look at our unique ability to go from 8th graders just 4 years ago, freshmen just 3 years ago, and today as we move on as former high schoolers. Oh yeah. Here at Pali High, we know the amazing community and teachers have been there to give us kind words and support. We have made friendships that we know and feel can last forever. Even if they're miles away, they are still in our lives and still in our hearts. Throughout my time at Pali, I saw a lot of love and happiness. I saw it the first day of high school, and I see it today. I have no reason to believe that this will not carry on tomorrow and the next days that follow. The biggest message I have for all of us here today is to never cower away from the issues we face. No matter who it is, who it affects, the scope of damage that hate has, it knows no limits. It knows no limits. We are the cure. We are the solution. Class of 2021, I am so proud of all of you here today. I know no greater honor than to be your senior class president, period. I wish nothing but great things for you all. I would say good luck, but I know you don't need it. From our best days to our worst days, we shall overcome. I truly believe that. Thank you all so much. So sorry to interrupt, but I will also take a moment today to remember the life and the legacy of Shane Thomas. Sadly, he passed away last year, and his memorial is right here, right next to one of his best friends, Itzel Hernandez. And I just wanted to take a moment, 7 seconds, to remember his life and his legacy on this field. His number was number 7, so please, for him and his family, who also wishes us a congratulations, 7 seconds, a moment of silence. Thank you. Thank you all so much. And now I have the privilege and the honor of introducing our valedictorian, Walker Rules.
Wow. What a year this has been. Oh my God. You know, 4 years ago, when I first strolled down Bowdoin and onto Pali's marvelous quad, as I gallantly marched into my first period classroom, determined to take high school on, my eyes filled with amazement as I thought to myself, man, why on earth do we have to be here at 7:50 in the morning? It was a really pressing question, okay? But I was also wondering what the next 4 years would bring in my life. And as I pondered and pondered about whether all those classic teen movie tropes about high school are really true or not, at no point did anything even remotely resembling this last year even cross my mind as a possibility. 1 year of quarantine in response to a global pandemic. 1 year of Zoom Academy. 1 extraordinarily stressful year that presented all kinds of challenges we never could have possibly expected. And all in our senior year. The year that was promised to be the best, the redeeming year, and the last major step of our lives before we enter the world as adults. And yet, in spite of all of that, here we are. We are finishing this year strong. We are finishing the last 4 years strong, even when we sometimes had to wake up at ridiculously early times. I mean, come on. The fact that we as a class were able to adapt to these radically changing circumstances suggests that we are prepared as can be for a world that is changing more than ever before. And unfortunately, too much of that change right now comes in the form of unprecedented times of crisis. And whether that crisis is in our climate, in persisting racial and economic injustice, in the wounded foundations of our democracy itself, or in far too many more issues to list, it has all only been highlighted in the last year, and just the same in the last 4 years. These crises will be a part of all of our lives, one way or another. And if we want to see a future brighter than the present that we have grown up in, we all have a responsibility to help address them. And it is with that in mind that I have no hesitation to say, not only the obligatory congratulations, but also a truly heartfelt, well done. And not just to our administration, our parents and guardians, and our wonderful teachers, but most importantly, to my fellow members of the class of 2021. In this immensely challenging time, we have only proven that we do have the strength, we do have the perseverance, we do have the care for one another to come together as a community and take on a crisis that not long ago we never could have even imagined. So let us celebrate our successes tonight. But when tomorrow comes, the fate of our society will be in our hands. And it will be up to all of us to put the kind of strength that we have found in the last year to use and fight for a better and more just future in the years that are soon to come. Thank you. And now it is my privilege to invite Samantha Guzman, our next speaker.
Thank you, Walker. Hey, class of 2021. How are you guys feeling? June 9th, 2017. A small girl stood here on this stage 4 years ago, presenting a culmination speech entitled Giant Courage. Samantha Guzman, AKA me, knew very little about what the road in high school was going to bring, but I was certain that I could take on any challenge that arose before me with the help of the most important school supply, courage. Yes, 4 years ago, I spoke about how courage was the most important school supply that couldn't be bought at Target, how it wasn't defined as stereotypical actions like saving a life or fighting a lion, and how it allowed all of us to grow from the immature children that walk through the halls for the first time to the young adults who are ready to change the world. Even though those words were written and spoken by a still very naive 13-year-old girl, they've shaped me into the strong, independent woman I am today. As a tribute to the past, I will also be talking about courage once again. Standing here today, I look out and picture the familiar faces I saw back then in middle school versus the faces I see now, and I couldn't be prouder. We've all gone through so many different circumstances that shaped who we are and found our own passions that are, of course, taking us all our own separate ways physically, but also allowing us to unite in order to rise up, raise our voices, and create the necessary changes to make this world a much better place. Looking back on our own individual paths and witnessing all the challenges and lessons it took to get to this point, we should all be very proud because we had the strength and courage to push through and become the class of 2021. We did not do this alone, though. We had help, love, and support from teachers, administrators, friends, and family throughout the way. I would like to give a grand thank you to all of these people who mentored us and encouraged us to keep going even when it didn't seem worth it. Personally, I would like to thank everyone that allowed me to find courage as a lost and terrified 13-year-old into now a strong Latina, being one of the first in my family to go to college, paving the way for future generations. Quiero decir mil gracias a mis padres y mi familia que me han apoyado desde el principio. Gracias a mis maestros y maestras que me han enseñado que sí se pudo. We have all witnessed so many nationwide and worldwide events in these 4 years that have changed us all in one way or another. Events that could have broken us down, torn us apart, and created environments filled with hatred and hostility. Yet, we have all chosen to come together as a student body in order to find our own voice and stand up for what we believe in, as well as lift each other up during times of great uncertainty. Rising up, protesting, leading rallies, joining clubs on campus in order to educate ourselves on serious topics, just to name a few, is something that takes great courage, because stepping out of this comfortable bubble that we live in is very intimidating. But with the help of courage, we have been able to find our spark and drive to become the generation that will transform society. And that is reason to celebrate. As we all go our separate ways, I hope you continue to find and fuel the fire that inspires you to be great. Because if there's anything that I've learned through all these years, it's that fear is just another reason to try harder. Congratulations, class of 2021! Sorry about that. It is my pleasure to introduce Kayla S.
All my life, I felt small. Not in the literal physical way, although that is a discussion for another time. What I mean is, how can I, a single unit, 1 out of 740 or 7.8 billion, leave my impact? Now, I know that exploring such existential notions isn't the most comforting way to start a speech as we commence a new chapter in our lives. However, almost all of us have probably felt this way at some point. According to Walt Whitman, the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse. But what is my verse? How can I impact my school, my community, and the world? What will I be remembered for? Most of us place all of our life's purpose into milestones, whether it be writing a bestseller, or hitting 1 million likes on TikTok, or filming yourself doing an impression of Timothée Chalamet, hoping that it'll go viral. And I should know, because over the past year, I tried to do all of those things. Oftentimes, the legacy we want to leave behind in this world outscales us, making it seem even more unattainable than we previously thought. So then, where do we start? The truth is, there is no one right answer to that question because we all have different priorities. But I can tell you that our priorities are more often than not revealed by how we live rather than what we say they are. For me, I try to carve my name in people's hearts and minds through expressions of kindness and compassion and maybe even humor. That is my legacy. We're all getting acclimated to the real world and the plethora of responsibilities that lie outside of school. In order to avoid getting lost in its grand scale, we can start by doing small things every day that will live on in the hearts of others. The greatest legacy anyone can leave behind is to positively impact someone else's life. So then, try to ask yourself the following questions instead. How can I help those around me? How can I make sure that my kindness is being passed on? What can I do to show compassion during these trying and unprecedented times? On behalf of the students, thank you, Pali, for the kindness you have given us to pass on. Now, it is my honor to introduce Dr. Lee.
Thank you, Kayla. I hope I don't blind you all with the sun bouncing off my gorgeous locks. All right. Good evening, Palisades. So about 30-something years ago, I was here in the stadium by the sea in my graduation robe with my cap and tassel resting above a head full of hair. Ah, the memories. My favorite part of that ceremony was seeing my friend Maggie, or Miss Nance, or Charlie's mom, as some of you may know her, standing up while all of us in the choir were singing, "We are the champions," here on the stage. Immediately, the section of students sitting around her followed suit. And soon, over half of the student body had their hands in the air, right before we all stomped into the section of we will rock you. You all know that song, yeah, maybe? You've been to some sporting events. At any rate, this graduation memory lingers above all others because of the vast collective joy the class of 1990 shared together. I know I speak on behalf of the Pali faculty, staff, and administrators that we are so happy for you, the class of 2021, so you can all come together with your family and friends to celebrate this momentous occasion. In fact, it was our actions of togetherness that allowed this celebration to happen. From scientists working collectively across the world, to Angelenos in our great city adhering to safety guidelines, to your PCH family committed to supporting your academic journey. Together, we could triumph. In fact, one of the most valuable lessons learned from high school is that we're all in this together. Or maybe that's High School Musical. You're too young. Anyway, but seriously, but trust me when I say that your Pali family is smiling exuberantly under our masks. From the bottom of my heart, I did it again, getting choked up again. Seeing you all here together will be one of my most cherished graduation memories. And with that, with the help of your rock star counselors, I have reviewed your records and can confirm that you are the champions, as you have met all PCHS graduation requirements. Dr. McGee, it is my privilege and honor to present to you the class of 2021 candidates for graduation.
And on behalf of Palisades Charter High School and the Board of Trustees and the state of California, I accept the class of 2021 who have completed the mandated requirements for matriculation. Front row, please stand. All right. We'll now begin the class of 2021 roll call. Graduates, when your name is called, please come forward to accept your diploma.
Kayla Sadagiani. Seal bearers. Iman Nicole Kamgi Wapi, thespian.
Michael Brent IV.
Mia Ruman, thespian. Erica Gedgodis.
Samantha Christina Guzman, seal bearer.
Isabella Dixon, thespian. Carrie Cooper, thespian.
Walker Ulls, seal bearer, valedictorian.
Keely O'Sullivan, thespian. Charles James Capp IV, thespian.
Paige May Snep.
Lola Stalker, thespian. Jack Essner, thespian.
Daisy Benton Calix.
Michelle Ashley Margiota, seal bearer. Sophie Lee Sun Levy.
Rebecca Riley Aragon.
Bettina Vladi Spiegel, seal bearer. Alexandra Sitlali Quiroz.
Gabriella Jane Ringer.
Cassandra Juarez. Arsema Uriya, seal bearer.
Caden Alana Graves, seal bearer.
Nina Parham. Bontu Busu.
Pierre Kalik Harbin.
Eunice Abigail Miranda. Melissa Mendez.
Itzel Iris Hernandez, seal bearer.
Yasmin Mariano Francisco. Magali Melissa Luna.
Adrian Gutzian.
Jay Rojas. Alejandro Quezada.
Braden Green.
Omar Hernandez. Ricardo Ivan Mendez.
Noel Winter.
Brian Vargas Rodriguez. Zachary Herbert Ritz, seal bearer.
Sebastian Conway Burt.
Kyle Grassi, seal bearer. Ryan Bjorn Johnson.
Abby Haruni.
Nathan Everett Akiba. Lucia Conti, thespian.
Henry Owen Andrews.
Ryan Ayers. Peyton Riley Branch, thespian.
Ethan Rubin.
Sarah Slavkin. Malia M.K. Mitchell, seal bearer.
Isabel Moore.
Elizabeth Jacobson. Isabella Crosby, seal bearer.
Mila Angelina. Here she goes.
Charles Nance, thespian. Sarah Corinne Senator, thespian, seal bearer.
Keely Sarah Ross, thespian. That goes back to this girl. But
Ruby Noel Anderson, seal bearer. Danielle Rose Atlas, seal bearer.
Haley Sanford.
Paris Heaven Hamilton. Miranda Catherine Elizabeth Bin Shodler.
Heather Marshall.
Camila Christina Archer. Jesus Guzman.
Brett Abrams.
Brooke Parataco. Emily Ann Guy, seal bearer.
Casey Nicole Smith.
Babel Matsumiya. Ella Athena Summer.
Wilbur Segovia.
Melanie Moreno. Kristen Green.
Josephina Kumiko Yasui.
Ruby Rose Hockett. Milo Xavier Rupert.
Annalyn Clara Bort, seal bearer.
Gabriella Bogomolny. Alexandria Javier Alberts.
Julius Bort.
Samantha Lynn Arnold, seal bearer. Lily Ludwig.
Liliana Grace Chaputo.
Amelia Paris Biavin Cacone. Gary Edwards.
Frida Carolina Tirado.
Merritt Morgan Lakina. Isabella Trask.
Rama Kingston.
Woo, Rama. Okay. Jarmakini. Maj Jarmakini.
Justin Gilbert.
Okay, will you tell them? Shane McDermott.
Jason Fannin.
Noah Jack Rose Gorman, seal bearer.
Ethan Sartori.
Sky Skylar Rudolph.
Kai Wang.
Ava Magdalena Burnt, seal bearer.
William Ham, seal bearer.
Natasha Lillian Mueller.
Keely Ford, seal bearer.
Jaden Lipson.
Serena Jensen, seal bearer.
Oliver Latchow.
Jaron Dukai, seal bearer.
Griffin Wendell Burrows.
McCartney Hutchinson.
Luca Philip Anna.
Ivy Justice.
Zach Zuckerman.
Eleanor Kasparian.
Joshua Eastland, seal bearer.
Sophia Wong, seal bearer.
Earl Warren Bryan.
Lisa Vandenhovel.
Pierce Higgins Meyer, seal bearer.
Bryn Bailey.
Kyle Lee, seal bearer.
Elle Lenzini, seal bearer.
Parker May.
Jennifer Eliana Carlin, seal bearer.
Nayla Maher.
Molly Tenenbaum.
Elise Danielle Macron.
Jordan Nadley, seal bearer.
Serena Broom, seal bearer.
Olivia Menchel.
Maya Damontro.
Sydney Joy Shear.
Paloma Avila, seal bearer, thespian.
Ava Sigismondi, seal bearer.
Anouk Wijarovna.
Patricia Coe, seal bearer.
Una McDermott.
Danielle Bernstein, seal bearer.
V. Skroneveld.
Charlotte Osterman.
Anna Wright Scow.
Daria Madharnan, seal bearer.
Morgan Korbonsky, thespian.
Ava Snegaroff, seal bearer.
Samantha Miller, seal bearer.
Mariana Macias Cobo.
Marika Postman.
Amanda Delanar Lastimado, la seal bearer.
Amelia Violik.
Christina Yuki Kobuki, seal bearer.
Celeste Frances May Cannon.
Sarah Kagayawama, seal bearer.
Kyla Hannah Lally.
Sydney Savarisi, seal bearer.
Ariel Darandashti.
Sage Kasich, seal bearer.
Eliana Miriam Makani, seal bearer.
Maya Salviti, seal bearer.
Jonah Romani.
Talia Esinapur, seal bearer.
Sasha Lipson.
Liana Ashley Rachmani, seal bearer.
Emily Lipman.
Deborah Soleimani, seal bearer.
Ayala Tara Shandigan.
Naomi La.
Jade Mayo, seal bearer.
Magal Mohadmani, seal bearer.
Rachel Specklin. Hudson Gauthier, seal bearer.
Rachel Emily Colt.
Ethan Rund.
Isabella Kim Latona.
Desi James Marqueza.
Aliyah Govindraj.
Nikita Yuri Brashansky.
Layla Tarani, seal bearer.
Ian Pavoni, seal bearer.
Samantha Yowitz.
Brett Carter Bailey.
Peyton Noel Pollard.
Stephen Franker.
Haley Joe Hyridge.
Okay. Ramazan Ali, Yakhtin, Mir Shakur.
Alla Edwards.
Joe Noti.
Ciara Aaron Kennedy, or Kenny.
Michael Hughes.
Catalina Sunkami.
Elijah Cooper.
Leighton Riley Madison, seal bearer.
Gustav Michael King.
Bethany Urrutia.
Madison Elizabeth Cranker.
Rachel B. No.
Celeste Leanne Ponce.
Valeria Antonova.
Jillian Dunn.
Mia Emerson, seal bearer.
Ari Emma Akiyama.
Emily Wen, seal bearer.
Mirela Yasmin Lopez.
Grace Rose Binder, seal bearer.
Megan Amia, seal bearer.
Stephen Price, seal bearer.
Natalia Vies, seal bearer.
Rose Morris, seal bearer.
Miriam Farouk.
Tessa Smigla.
You said okay. Leslie Guadalupe Geronimo, seal bearer.
Maxine Eschker, seal bearer.
Emmy Isabel Ostrin, seal bearer.
Piper Elizabeth Cook.
Emily Antoniati, seal bearer.
Millie Hopkins.
Joshua Yashero.
Lila Ward.
Luca Schramm.
Zoe Elson.
Philip Yenkoff.
Thespian. Shaylin Parker Solong Smith.
Sadie Wong Kaufman. Alana Blythe Bolter. Sorry, go ahead.
Aria Lundy.
Okay. Ariel Nohare.
Hope Alexandra Cassels.
Sydney Goodman.
Rodkel Evans.
Spencer Kraber, seal bearer.
Jasmine Rosario Lopez.
Alexander Thomas Browse.
Hema Martinez.
Lucas Sorensen.
Giselle Yanef Quintaro.
Pablo Sandoval Rivas.
Natasha Abina Asamoah.
Okay. Ali Vali Habzadeh. Okay.
Isabella Carias.
Nicholas Joseph Brown.
Chelsea Jewel Trotty. Silbear
Julian Jansen. Oh, God.
Caden Carlson.
Joseph Tatavosian.
Colin David Ashley. Silbear.
Tyler Urbach.
Henri Charles Larson.
Matthew Dylan Gamache.
Aaron Tidzabagar. Silbear.
Pasha Zar.
Ethan Samadi.
Jay Patrick Bradley.
Celine Rachel Shaley.
Rory Asawa.
Jessica Lauren Davidson.
Alondra Magana.
Carly Arian.
Elian Mendoza.
Yoel Aliyah Baruking.
True Panza.
Alexander Lacio Carafin.
Anna Cooper.
Rayan Jahanshahi.
Rebecca Whitaker, seal bearer.
Holland Peel.
Charlotte Constang.
Colton Foster.
Angela Cameron, seal bearer.
Justin Sendegar.
Kira Prudente.
Ariane Elizabeth Love Bocchio.
Sherry Desai Boyd.
Bokikio.
Zach. Go ahead.
Aiden Lee Sealbear.
Zach Crocker.
Kimberly Marilyn Afeld Sealbear.
Connor Marvin.
Daniel Jared Ravis.
Alexander.
Sealbear.
Alexander Carden, seal bearer.
Tatiana Fett.
Christian Allen Camilleri.
Georgie Massey Sealbear.
Maximus Antonio Lavia.
Andrew Morgan.
Dylan O'Malley.
Leor Gaya Jimenez.
Alice Hanscom, seal bearer.
Juliet LaPlante.
Kieran Slokma. Slomka. There we go.
Joshua Wixman.
Ryan Zaid, seal bearer.
Wyatt Standish, seal bearer.
Orange Drawer.
Jabe Payne.
Peter Robert Klima.
Eden Igrabli.
Liana Rastamian.
Lily Yost, seal bearer.
Daniela Contreras.
Martine Farzan.
Jennifer Wynn Joan Hughes, seal bearer.
Justin Tavacoli.
Devin White, thespian.
Alexander Peter Rasecki.
Gina Levine, seal bearer.
Dylan Jackson, seal bearer.
Lulu Weedman.
Andrew Park.
Sky Frazier.
Eugene Sy, seal bearer.
Dashiell Bloom.
Keanu Lee Kemener.
Max Oliver Berman, seal bearer.
Ethan Wang, seal bearer.
Zachary Cole Berman, seal bearer.
Ruben Gerardo Gonzalez.
Aiden Joseph Levine.
Suk Woo Kim, seal bearer.
Ava Shore.
Dimitri Gorjonkin, seal bearer.
Lily Elijah Geddes.
Adam Yahin.
Christina Bihari.
Brian Ricardo Padilla.
Ashley Isabel Sloan.
Aaron Berge.
Halsey Rex False. Silver.
Joseph Darvish.
Lily Gong.
Michael Najat Kogestagon.
Sophie Elizabeth, show me love.
Aria Abayi.
Nova Akavan, seal bearer.
Jerry Mann.
Achilles Ace Abram.
Jerry Oliveira.
Evan Emmanuel Lomac.
Daniel Michael Scott.
Roger Kozlik.
Crystal Gail York.
Mary Laris.
Hira Moyes.
Lucas Diaz.
Kyla Rachel Nehere.
Tyler Rowland.
Ashley Nazarian.
Diego Noe Lujano.
Kylie Eliashar.
Samantha Siku Reha.
Nicole Leah Javazad.
Okay. Anthony Langer.
Natalie Deborah Modarsalut. Cheyenne Hosani. Aaron Yamin. Silver. Nathan Kobe Daragar. Aaron Benyamini. Silver. Isaac, Ethan, Hamid, Salutatorian, and Silver. Benjamin Namvar. Nathan Partielli, Silver. Jack Simpson. Nathan Alexander Khalifian. Karush Parsa. Kyle Lawrence Patton. Kenny Steve Melgar.
Class of 2021. Someone asked me a question earlier today. I was hoping you can help me answer it. Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Thank you very much.
That's incredible. You are wonderful. So audience, parents, those who are in the stands, when our ceremony concludes in a few moments, please collect your belongings and head to the parking lot. Unfortunately, due to Los Angeles County Department of Public Health's COVID-related restrictions, the main campus is closed this evening, so please meet your graduate in the parking lot. And we hope that these are restrictions that are lifted soon, but unfortunately they're in place tonight. So finally, class of 2021, as a ceremonial and symbolic gesture to show crossing over from high school to the next stage of life, please place your right hand on your tassel and move it from right to left. You've done it. You're graduates. There you go. Congratulations, you are now officially high school graduates and ready for the next phase of your exciting life. Please.
Come gather around people wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept that soon you'll be drenched to the bone.
If your time to you is worth saving, then you'd better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are a-changing.
Well, the line is drawn, the curse is cast. The slowest now will later be fast, as the present now will soon be the past.
The order is rapidly fading, and the first one all will later be lost, when the times they are a-changing. For the times they are a-changing.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road.
And although this wave is streaming us along, just know you're not alone. So I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear.
Trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned.
Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun